Okay, hello friends, how are you all? So I am very delighted to preview my slide on which I want to discuss one of the most important topic or the things which are being neglected by the students while covering up or while writing up the first page when they are getting the CBSE like the answer sheet, right? So you need to understand one thing, that the answer sheet which you have taken right now, the answer sheet which you have used in your school examinations is very much different as compared to what we get on the CBSE. Now be honest, as you know, there are certain limitations in CBSE which are we have to follow, we have to go with it, and they are that your copies are being checked by the teachers who don't know your face, don't know you by your name, and neither they know you by your behavior or attitude, or never they have seen you, right? So whatever the cover page is all about, it says a lot of thing about your character and all the things, including a first page of your content which you are going to write. So after this short short description about what the video is all about, I will be showing you the first page or the front page which the class 10 students will be going to see for the first time, and it will be definitely second time for the class 12 students. So for class 10 students, the video is most important to let us know, let them know what is the most important thing which they should be taking care while filling up the form. The fact is that I know for the first time you will be doing this, you will be filling up the form and you have no idea how it is all about. So this video will be covering up all the basic mistakes which are being taken into account for the by various students while filling up, and it is all okay because you are doing for the first time. But I just want my students, along with the students of class 10 who are going to appear for the CBSE examination for the first time, to have the knowledge of what to be done. Because I understand for the first time you are going to be sitting on some other school, and that school you have no other idea, you will be having little bit of your confidence level will be down, and you will be in high pressure of how to perform, because it's all about board examination which is having a huge pressure on the mind. So let us not waste any more time, and I am directly taking you to the street where you will be getting how the page is all about. So look at how the page is all about. This is the 32 page answer book which is going to be given to you along with whatever things you have to hear or have to be written. Like, the fact is that before starting here, two more things I want to assure you is that now don't panic while doing this, right? Even if you commit a mistake by mistakenly, let us don't take it a hype that you have done a blunder. It's not a blunder, it happens. But for the surety you should not do, because on the first page it gives a negative impression. So what are the points where you should be taking care, what are the things where you need to be taken more of your care? That is the area I am going to focus, and I will definitely go from each and every columns which need to be filled up, and how you should fill up exactly, what is the correct way to fill up, what is the way in which if you feel the mistakes will be very minor. So that is the video, and I request you to share this video to all of your friends who are going to exam or relatives who are taking the exam of class 10, so that they will be having the knowledge of how the CBSE answer book is all about and how to be filling it, right? So let us jump to the point rightly. So with the help of the pen, I am going to show you certain things which I think you should know. Let me clear the page. Okay, clear skin, fine. Okay, so let us take the red pen, red ink, or I should get for, okay, let us go for something purple. Fine, this ink is okay, fine, this is okay. Okay, now look at there. So this is the 32 page, right? So first thing you should check, I am giving a first point, is that this seal, you are getting a threaded seal, right? You will be getting a threaded seal and a stapled seal. Please make sure while you get the booklet, you have to rotate it to check whether all the pages are intact, and if some pages are torn out, you need to tell the invigilator immediately to replace your copy, because you understand there is a serial number which is in your copy, right? And everyone in your class is getting a serial number which is like in ascending order. So the person who will be sitting just before you will be having, if page number 31 or serial number 31, you will be getting 32, and the next one will be a 33. So if you get a paper or a booklet in which your 32 pages, out of 32 pages, some pages are not printed, some are white, some are not ruled, some are distorted by any means, whatever, it is not a fine booklet, I will say. And that way you need to understand that you need to replace it, and you need to immediately ask the teacher to replace it as soon as possible. The teacher will be called as invigilator here. So I will be telling the word invigilator so that you are familiar with the term. Now coming to the next fact, that there is a thread, right? So in the top and in the bottom, the thread might be loosened. So that is not an issue, that can be taken care. But if the thread is broken or it is like cut from the middle, you have to take care of this, right? Now the first point was this. Now I am going to second topic. The second topic is most important, that is you need to understand that whatever you are going to fill it right here, it all has to be with your admit card, right? It has to be from your admit card, and along with, you can see that the class in which you will be sitting, they will be having invigilators. So I would request, if some of the points you are not understanding, even if I am making a video, and at a time of like submitting it or like doing the work over here, you need to understand that you need to ask the invigilators. There will be 2 or 3 invigilators or 1, depending upon the capacity of the room. So you need to ask before filling it up. Now one thing I suggest my students to do is that it is better if you can complete all the book in capital. Why I am saying this? Because as a student, you have a tendency that while writing this part, subject code, data examination, you will be using your lowercase, right? But make sure there is a written part that in capital letter you have to write, right? So there are certain limitations that you, in certain part of this booklet, you need to write in capital letters. So my suggestion would be very simple. You write in capital letters from very start, so that you don't do any mistakes while filling up the rest of the form or rest of the answer booklet. Look, okay, fine. So let us go to the next part. The next part is very simple and very to be taken care of very neatly. That is, while writing the subject, never mention the subject code, because subject code has your different place. So while writing the subject, whatever the subject is referring to your admit card, so I will write here as per admit card, right? It will be as per your admit card. Whatever they is written, it will be as per your admit card. Similarly, go for subject code, it will be as per your admit card. I am writing admit card at AC, right? Now the fact is that, to be very honest, many students do this, and day and date. Now day and date, there are 2 things to be filled up in this small area. So you need to understand that this entire line is having 2 parts, in which where first is your day and the second one is your date. Please make sure this is day and date, and you should be very careful while writing the day and date. Many of these 2 classes will have day and date written on your blackboard. So if you have any doubt, please make sure to write the correct day and the correct date. Date will be definitely there in your admit card, so I request you to refer that. But yes, for the day, please make sure what you are writing is correct. I think admit card also have the day. So day and date both should be taken care while writing in a proper way. So I request you to first write the day as per the day format and then the date format. Now the fact is very simple. Your medium of answer paper, this all 4 things. Now these all 4 things, if you see your admit paper very closely, you will find this all the 4 things, 1, 2, 3, 4, this 1, this 2, this 3 and this 4, all are written in your admit card in a box format, right? There will be a box in the middle of somewhere, right beside like below the QR code and your all the name and whatever the center code and all the things, you will be getting these 4 in a table format. So I request you to just copy as it is without doing any mistake. So this 4 part I think I am clear with. Okay, now next coming to the next part. The next part, I request, don't move directly from this part to the, never move from this part to this part. May student just do it on a haphazard way. I request you go for a N method. It is a N method, right? You starting by this method, you will complete the first column, you will move to the next and then complete the next column and then third and complete the next column. This is the multiple N method I suggest, but it is okay if you can go, if you want to go, but you need to understand that there are certain things which you need to fill up, right? Without which your copy will be, even you have done the wonderful answers, your copy will be treated as invalid, or it can be lead to some problems which you may not like. Okay, fine. So why we'll go for that part? We are going directly to see how to do the part correctly. So let us go to now the code number and set number. Now please understand, while with your, as per the CBSE norms for 2024, it has been said that the answer booklet will be distributed to you at 10, right? So if at 10 you will be getting this answer booklet, definitely your question paper will be given to you at 10:15, right? So 10:15 you will be having your question booklet, and at 10 you will be having this answer booklet. So please understand, you will be having a 15-minute difference to write this entire answer sheet in a proper manner. So please make sure you utilize that 15 minutes without talking to your friends, without exchanging your pens or whatever instruments you need. I request you to highly have the higher concentration while filling up this form, because cutting, and we cannot use whitener over here. So cutting will lead to something as a not a good approach to write this CBSE board exam. Now, for the first time, because you will be getting this answer sheet at around 10 a.m. morning, depending upon the shifts. So I'm talking about the first shift definitely. So around 10 you will be getting this answer booklet. So at around 10 you will not be having these two with you. This is the code number and this is the set number. Now this code number, set number, you need to understand that it will be definitely from your question booklet, which will be given to you at sharp 10:15 as per the CBSE norms. Definitely, so you are going to skip this for the part. You are going to skip this for the part. Obviously, these two are the fact which you need to be follow, like you need to follow this with your admit card. Your admit card must have something known as disability. If you have, there will be yes or no, along with the code of disability will be written on the right hand side, and between the QR code of your photo and the QR code there will be written whatever the disability you have, if you have any, and the code. But if it is not, you will write no, remember, and you will write NA. If your disability is, there is no benchmark disability with you and there is no code for disability, always remember, do not, as it is having only two options, yes or no, you will write NO. Remember, you will write NO and you are not going to write anything else. But for the next part, because the code of disability will be not there in your admit card, as you have stated no, you will not write no here, you will write NA. You will write NA, right? So depending upon the disability, you can also be provided by the writer. So the persons who cannot write, they will be provided with writer. For definitely, as you will be not having this benchmark disability, you will write NA, or sorry, you will write here NO, because the option is there NO. But for them who will be having the writer, they will be writing yes. Correct? So these are the things. Again, for other option, if you are a visually challenged, then your software name would be also referred here. So these are the first four. This is 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8, this is 9, this is 10, and this is 11. So left hand side we are getting around 11 points to take care, right? So this 11 points you need to understand and you need to take care while doing your content very clearly. Now please understand, these are the spaces which are to be used on the official purpose. So you no need to bother about this space. So you are getting around this column, the most important thing is subject, subject code, date and day of examination, and the medium of answer sheet. Along with that code number, set number, you can write around it 10:15. Now coming to these 2 points, I have told you there will be 2 staples. So please make sure the staples are properly stapled so that you don't have any difficulty while you have entered the answer. Now coming to the right part, this is the most important part in which many students have a difficulty because they don't know how to write this part. The fact is that I will be taking some example. For example, I am taking a name called to understand it very in a shorter manner. I will ask you to take the name as Ram Kumar. Like for example, it is having some alphabet A, B, C, D, E, F along. It's a long word. For example, it is a very long name. Why I am taking a long name, I will tell you. The fact is that whenever you are writing, you definitely know your name. What you will do, please listen to this very carefully. While you are writing R here, the first alphabet to the first place, it should be bold, it should be like capital, and whenever you are clicking on R, just move your point just like I am doing in a pointer, and whenever you are getting a R, I, J, K, you just say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, I, J, K, right? This is the K. So K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R. So you are getting a R like this. So you just dot it here. Just put a dot. Just put a dot. Similarly, if you are getting for A, you will get A, write down A and put a dot on A. Similarly, for M, write down M and go down, you will get in J, K, L, M, M, L, M, N, O. So this will be like you are getting dot. This way you will do. What is the process? The process is very simple. You will write down R first, move down, and whenever you are getting the R encircled, you will point there. Similarly, when you are getting A, you will move down, you are getting a point like A and you will do the dot. Again for M, you will move down immediately and do the dot. This process is very crucial, because I have seen in my experience that many students first they write down the name and then they search as RAR, and that gives a trouble while doing the circling. And make sure the circle is very much prominent. Suppose I am doing the A circle, so I will do the circle outline first and then fill up the inner part. Again, to repeat once again, for example, I want to do this R, so I will go the R first, I am doing the circle first, and then with the help of the same pen, I am just filling up the inside portion of the circle which I have drawn. Clear? So, now the M is done, I am going for Kumar, but make sure as it is a different part of the name, it is a middle name of the Ram Kumar ABC, whatever the name is, so you are going to leave this space. So, as you are going to leave this space, immediately you are not going to hold this line anymore. So, it is a cut. Definitely you are going to do the K. So, again you are getting K, K will be going down there, and again you will get a K like here. Similarly, you just roll it out or you just put a dot. That's it. If you want to roll it at the same time, it's okay, but I recommend to do it like this: K, put it down and move a circle or a dot, K, U, M, A, R, all done. You have put the U will be in the down somewhere, M will be somewhere like this, A will be again dot, and the R. So, what you are getting dots in various places. So, if you are doing it correctly, you will find that the dots are the only area which you have touched. So, while completing the entire name, you can come back and only circle or darken the things. This is one way to do. Another way is that while you are writing R, do the circling of R. While you are going for A, do the circling of A. So, it is a two-way method, whatever suits you, you do. But I request the thing which not to do is, like, we should not follow that, is write down the name first and come into this part, because as all the alphabets are very simple, just for a little bit of disturbance or little bit of your unconsciousness, you will be doing the round on the next part, which is be getting any error. Now, most important thing is that many students have asked me, sir, my name is very large, right? So, I am having a name in which it doesn't fit to this entire box. So, suppose I am asking, the name is suppose ending with your let us example it is ended with some the end number, the last name will be A, B, C, D, E. For example, this is the name. What you are doing, suppose while writing the first part you have taken this block, you have kept what blank, this cross is just to make you understand this is the blank, and again you have taken other part and you again kept a blank. Blank is very much important. Please do not, I request that even if your name is very large, you need to keep the space. Space is much more important to understand there is a difference between a first name, middle name and a last name. Even then the question is, then what should we do if our last name doesn't fit? For example, if I am getting this A, B, C, D, E, F, G, what I can do, as per the space I will do A, I will do B, C, D, E, F, I will not write G. There is no requirement to write in a G. Please be careful. If it is G, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, whatever the places for the last name I am getting, I am going to write only that part. But I request this all of you, that if you are still having the doubt, please make sure to ask the invigilator over there. What I have done in past with my students doing the invigilation duty, I have seen that this is the way to be done. You should have a space between your first name, middle name and last name. This was the most important point which has been taken care of, right? Now, coming to the fact, I have given you two methods. One is to just dot it and then come back to circle it, or else you can circle it and then go back, but make sure you leave a blank space in between. The same method you have to follow in the roll number, right? The roll number, I always suggest that it is the roll number. It is having 3, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 8-digit roll number will be definitely on the top left. If you see the admit card, the first thing which has been informative to you is your roll number, right? Second will be your date of birth, and along with your center code, exam code will be there. So, you need to write your roll number exactly where it is required in a same method what you have done. So, if you are using Like for understand, your roll number can never be start with 0, so it is not having any 0. So it will be something called 91235. So you are getting to 9, you put 9 here. You are getting 1, so you are getting to dot here. Whatever you want to do. If you want to do like dot and then come back to circle, or a circle at the time of doing it. Whatever, the two methods are up to you. I recommend my students every time who have done like they say that the mistake is very minimum. If we write down n and put a dot on n, 1 dot on 1, if it is 2 dot on 2, if it is again 8, put a dot on 8. So this way, while you coming back, you no need to cross check once, because the teacher will be there to cross check, but it is for your duty, you should check it as per the details. Now to make sure, again I am repeating, all the informations will be there while you need to fill up, you need to check your admit card. Don't do, even if you remember the things, maybe you are very good with maths and you remember the numbers, but I still request you to please cross check what are the things that are being required and what are the things you need to fill up very minutely. Similarly, if this part is clear to you, I will come down and make you say like okay, so you are getting like something more. Okay, so again it is written as per the admit card definitely. Or one more thing, you can see the black marks, right? You are seeing some black marks over here, these black marks, these black lines. Please do not write anything on these black marks, because this is a part of a OMR sheet, and this sheet will be going to directly machine. So even if you have done all the things right here and there and you have marked anything on this black mark, this will be create a problem while checking your answer sheet. So I request, do not write anything on at least this paper unless and until it is been told to you, and I am sure no one is going to tell you anything right on this piece of paper. Now similarly, subject code, as I have told you, on the very left you will be getting one subject code, right? You will be having one subject code here, the subject code which you have written in the top number 2, in line number 2. This subject code again you have to write on in the same way what you have done here, right? That one a simple format, and this was a format in which you have to write. Again the same, the subject code is always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it is never going to start from 6, 7, 8, 9. So it is like 043, 042, 081, 191, 199. What are the codes you have to write, and again do the same follow. Now center number will be definitely you can be referring to directly your admit card. Now understand, there are two type of number out of there. In admit card, one is your school code and one is your center number. The center number is the one which is written just beneath where your center is there. Your center address will be there, and immediately down there will be a center number. For example, if you are a student of school ABCD, suppose the school name is ABCD and you are moving to a school not PQR, so your name in your admit card, your school ABCD will be also written, the school in which you are going to sit like PQR, that will be also written. So you need to write PQR, and along with that you need to write here, you will be getting the place. So even if that is not required over this piece of information, maybe that is for class 12. Anyways, if you are getting the center number, please write down the center number as it is written over that piece of information in the admit card. Please do not write school number, because school number has something. See, here it is a school number. The school number refers to the ABC school in which you are studying. Center number is like giving you the information in which center or school you are getting your center, exam center, right? So if you are writing ABC is your school, then school number will be that ABC number. But if you are getting the center number will be the number in which you are getting the school code, right? Suppose you are going to other school to give the exam. Definitely, if you are a KV student, like CBSE student, you will be going to different schools to give the exam, and that school, whatever the center code number, you have to write the center number. Please make sure whatever I say, it is limited to the knowledge I have. Maybe I am wrong, but what I am telling definitely is from my experience. Any doubt you have, you can definitely ask the invigilator before doing it. That is the best way you can do. But the fact is that I want to tell my students, so I thought to share this knowledge to all of you. Now the center number is right, the school number is right. Now all the things, school number, center number, if you are having a difficulty, you check your admit card. Your admit card will be having the center number, your admit will be also having the school number, you write along with this. Now till now I have told you to write all in capital, but the fact is that while you, again here it is also a subject, do not write the subject code here, it is not required, but if you get the space, okay, you can write. There is no stated that you need to write the subject code. Why? Because subject code is already mentioned over here. So you write down the subject, for example computer science 083, so you write the 083 over here, and here computer science, you will get the entire thing capital. But now roll number, definitely you will see that in your admit card, just beneath your roll number, like admit card, there will be a roll number written in the word format, like TWO, THOUSAND, that way you need to write. So for that reason, always remember you are getting two underlines, right, two vacant spaces. So you need to fill, and at the last you will be writing only. Please write down only, it is also like there in your admit card. So all the things which you need to be filling up right now, add information, either it will be given on your blackboard, invigilators must be knowing, I have shared in this video, and your admit card definitely has it. Now the third important thing is your guardian name. Now father, guardian, all the things are, understand, you may be writing it your own, but I request whatever you have given in your admit card, you write out then, because the teacher who are going, the teacher of your school might know your guardian or father, but the teacher who are in which your school, in the center where you are giving the exam, they may not know. So I always request to write my student to write the name of the guardian or parent which is written on your admit card, and definitely your signature. This signature, please, this signature has certain rules. Please remember this very clearly. The first rule is very important, that it should be having a running, signature. Number 2, it should be exact copy, it will be an exact copy of how you have done in your admit card. Your admit card, your admit card must have your signature definitely, which you have signed and laminated along with the principal sign, say a sign of the controller, right. So on the principal sign, your parent sign, that sign you need to copy here, and make sure this sign is in running handwriting, because it is given in the admit card that you should always sign in your running handwriting. So these are the points to be taken care of. Now coming to the last part of the video, which is going to end very soon. Now okay, so here all the parts which have been filled by you are being taken care of. So I am just giving a recap, that what are the things you need to take care and what are the things you need to understand once again. So let us go once more. This is subject, that is your part, subject code, your part, date and day of examination, as I told you, your part, mid of answer the paper, part. Now understand, while this all part has been done from 10, your timing is obviously 10 to 10:15. Up till this you have a time, 15 minutes time to write. So at 10:15, when you get your booklet, just see the code number and set number from the answer booklet, like question booklet. Your question booklet will be like this. Here it will be written a code and a set number. The set number can be A, B, C, whatever, and your code number. The code number you have to write here and the set number here. This code number, set number are written. Similarly, your code number, if you are writing code number, the code number word will be also mentioned in your exam question booklet. Just write down the code number and set number. So this part I recommend my student to do very last before they start the exam. And this other part, this part of number of supplementary sheet would be definitely done by you while you are submitting the copy to the invigilator, right? So these two parts I have skipped. I have told you this part has to be done at 10:15 while you receive the test booklet, so that you can now focus by keeping this answer booklet aside and give the entire your concentration to read the question paper which is given at 10:15, so that you can read at 10:30, right? And at the last, while you are completing a paper, always remember, if you have taken any supplementary sheets, you need to mention the count, but as per 32 pages are there, you may not write, you will never require it, but obviously there is exceptions obviously. So you will be getting this number of supplementary sheet. If you have not given, you will write nil. So always remember where to write nil, where to write NA, and where to write no. I am again repeating this once again for you all. Nil is the supplementary sheet, right? Nil is for supplementary sheet. No where it is written, where whenever it is given no, yes, no, yes, no, you have to write no, because they are giving you the options. And whenever this part NA not available, here also not available if it is not available to you, and this part nil because you have not taken any counting of the supplementary sheets. Fine. So this part is over. Again moving back to the top part, that is writing this part very prominently, name of the candidate, roll number, subject code, center code, and then you can use your like the capital letter format to write down the subjects and your school number, obviously school number, center number. You please read down your admit card very carefully. Where is the center number written, where is the school code will be written right to your date of birth. If I am not mistaken, please make sure, please cross check once, and the center number will be written just after the center, your center address is given, right. So if you are going to a school, right, XYZ school, so the center number will begin just beneath that. That is the center number on which you are going to give the exam. Fine. And the school number is the school by which in which your registration has been done and you are getting. Suppose you are studying in ABC school, so school number will be of that school, and that school number will be just above your photo or QR code, if I am not mistaken, but it will be just right to your date of birth. So these are the areas where you need to do it. But yes, this part you can write in running handwriting, because this part is clumsy, it needs to be done, but please make sure do not make any mistake. My disclaimer to all of you is that even if I have given the information, still if you have any doubt, you please ask the invigilator first, because that invigilator is responsible to cross check all, right, and he will be the one who is going to sign it here. So he will be termed as assistant superintendent. So your invigilator is termed as assistant superintendent as per the CBSE. So he is going to check all the credentials which you have filled as per my information, and then he is going to sign. Now if you turn the page down, all the informations are still be available on immediate back of this page. This page is having the immediate back, here it is written instructions of candidates in the back side. So if you want to read that, definitely you have a time, read, or as whatever I have said you definitely do. But disclaimer is always there. You please take care of the ink. Do not use the ink which is like very deep. It should be very pointed, so that you get like a small area, the work should be done. Secondly, do not be in hurry, take your time. 15 minutes is more than enough. If you do it without any without any distraction, you need to be full concentrated. Any doubts, leave it, let the teacher come to you while he will signing your attendance or this part. You can ask the teacher directly. Please understand, student, you are giving this exam for the first time, so there is a chance to make the mistake, but to minimize that, what you can do, to be alert what you are writing, where you are writing, by which reference you are writing, what is the area where you are writing, and what is required to be written over there, right. By this I complete my video. And regarding this CBSE exams, whatever request you are having, definitely I am going to follow it, because my students have told me to do this. So I am doing that for them. If you have any suggestions, if you have any doubts, if you want any sort of informations and the videos like this, please submit your request in the comment form, and whatever comment will be coming, I will just be like honored to reply as soon as possible. Other than that, any doubts, please feel free to get connected in the comment section. The comments are already opened, you can submit it. And please, if you like the video, subscribe my channel so that we can discuss more of the CBSE terms, more of the knowledge terms in form of shorts or videos. And definitely you can suggest this channel to your friends and relatives so that they can be more informative. I hope you like my video. You are going to like my video. You are going to share my video. And this is Akhilesh signing off. Good night.